WESH 2 News starts now with breaking news.
And that breaking news is out of Seminole County, where tense moments between officers and family members ended in a man being shot.
So it all happened this morning in Altamont Springs. Police say a woman called 911 saying her husband was acting concerning, is the word she used, the night before, and requested to be escorted into the home to pick up Christmas presents. Once inside, officers say they found the man, Stephen Scherer, locked in a room. Police say after negotiating with him to come out, he broke a window and was holding a gun. Officers say that's when they tased the man, but they say he turned to his wife and raised the gun, and that's when an Altamont Springs officer and a Seminole County deputy fired at him. He was taken to the hospital and now faces several charges. We have a crew on the way, and we'll bring you the latest details as soon as we learn them. Meantime, a pizza delivery tip in Kissimmee led to a stabbing, and the woman, officials say behind it, is facing several charges. Yeah, this is wild. We're told the victim is stable. WESH 2's tonight, Gabrigadis tells us detectives in Osceola County are now looking for a second suspect in this case. And Avello is being held without bond. Her pretrial hearing is set for tomorrow. In Brevard County, a fire consumed a mobile home in Cocoa and damaged the house next door. WESH 2's Michelle Meredith reports firefighters consider it a win because no one was hurt and everyone went home. Meantime, in Volusia County, a man is facing multiple charges accused of breaking into an Edgewater business and stealing a car. Police say 31-year-old Kevin Campana sped off when confronted, sparking a chase. Officers say they used a pit maneuver to get him to stop.
We got a hit, 3 random. Start rescue.
That maneuver caused a stolen car to flip over. Campana was pulled from the car and arrested. His charges include burglary, grand theft, and fleeing and eluding law enforcement. All right, turning to your holiday forecast now. A cloudy Christmas day across Central Florida. Kind of a nice day to just stay inside and cuddle up with all the new gifts. Yeah. First one, meteorologist Marquise Mina. Marquise.
It's been a gloomy looking afternoon, right? And we've even seen a couple sprinkles of rain here and there, so I feel like inside it's probably the best bet. You know, hang out with the family on Christmas Day. Why not? What's coming our way tomorrow, though, will be more sunshine. So you'll get the opportunity to test out those Christmas presents without worrying about the rain, and will be even warmer in the afternoon. Right now, though, here's what it looks like outdoors. Overcast skies. These have been a staple throughout the afternoon here in Orlando, where temperatures still hover at 66 degrees. We did not make it into the 70s today, and will cool off into the upper 50s as the night goes on. We did mention there has been a sprinkle of rain, but not too much to see on our live radar whatsoever. Looks like we could potentially see a stray shower across western Volusia County, but other than that, conditions are dry, just cloudy. We'll be comfortable tonight as temperatures stall in the upper 50s, but as you do step outside tomorrow morning, what you'll likely see are foggy weather conditions. We'll take you hour by hour with our fog tracker. You see just after midnight, fog settles in across Volusia County and pushes towards the south and the west, in which visibility restrictions could be as low as a 1/10 of a mile in Winter Haven and Kissimmee. Thankfully, the fog is going to lift, but please just take to the road cautiously if you're traveling tomorrow. Sunshine is back in the afternoon, and that's what I'm tracking coming up in the next 15 minutes.
All right, Christmas Day, a beach day. Sure, it was a little overcast and temps never made 70, but for people in town to celebrate the holidays, especially if they're from up north, the surf and sand, we're calling. Yeah, WESH 2's Dave McDaniel explains. All right, right now it's expected to be a calm day in an otherwise busy travel period. Take a look at the flight board at Orlando International. Just 15 delays and 3 cancellations. Meanwhile, if you are planning to hit the roads tomorrow, AAA suggests you leave before 11 a.m. Traffic will be busiest between noon and 5 p.m. Today, Pope Francis gave his Christmas Day address calling for peace on earth. Francis specifically mentioned the war in Ukraine, asking for negotiations. Speaking from the central balcony of St. Peter's Basilica to thousands of people in the square below, the Pope said, quote, "May the sound of arms be silenced in war-torn Ukraine." This is the 88-year-old's 12th year celebrating Christmas as Pope. And with less than a week left in 2024, many are coming up with their goals for the new year. Most times people try to be more active and healthier, but as WESH 2's Christina Watkins tells us, experts want your New Year's resolution to also focus on your mental health. And there are plenty of free groups to help you focus on that mental health. We posted a list of organizations in Central Florida that offer support and resources on our website, WESH.com. The Florida Highway Patrol is investigating a deadly crash in Orange County. Troopers say a car was driving the wrong way on Orange Blossom Trail last night around 10:30 and collided head-on with another car near Wadsworth Road. The 39-year-old man driving in the wrong way was seriously hurt. The other driver, a 62-year-old woman, died at the scene.
Right now, deputies in Orange County need your help finding a suspected bank robber. Investigators say this man walked into the Bank of America on West Town Center Boulevard yesterday and demanded money from the teller. If you recognize him, call Crime Line. Dozens of people are feared dead today after a plane carrying 67 crashed in Kazakhstan. Officials said the Azerbaijan Airlines flight had 62 passengers and 5 crew members on board. At least 38 died. Russia, Azerbaijan, and Kazakhstan have all opened criminal investigations into this. The Russian Aviation Authority says it appears the pilots tried to make an emergency landing after a bird strike.
Just awful. All right, next at 5 is becoming a homeowner, your 2025 resolution.
Well, the odds might actually be in your favor. How experts predict the market will take a turn in a buyer's favor.
Plus, after 18 years, a pair of Deltona twins have been reunited with their biological mother. The journey they took halfway around the world to make this happen.
Closed captioning brought to you by National Floors Direct.
There are enough surprises in your day. Don't let the weather be one of them. Take Central Florida's most accurate forecast with you anywhere. Download the WESH 2 app today.
All right, tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, and right now the world's tallest electronic menorah is on display in Miami. The golden candelabra with 8 candles is on the six-story Paramount World Center skyscraper. The building also sparkles with a digital spinning dreidel and spiraling stars of David. Wow. Happy Hanukkah greeting also shines in both English and Hebrew.
That building
Beautiful.
always does cool stuff with lights. Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, an early Christmas gift for 2 teenagers in Deltona. 18 years after their adoption, the teens got to meet their biological mother, who lives on the other side of the world. WESH 2 Volusia County reporter Pamela Combe tells us about the trip. The sisters say they will never forget. And the girls do plan to visit the Philippines again soon. They're even considering moving there for a year after they graduate from college. All right, today you may be wondering what stores and businesses are open for the holiday, so we've done some research and here's a list for you. All the grocery stores on your screen are closed today. Publix, Target, Aldi, Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club, Trader Joe's, and Winn-Dixie, all closed. But if you do need to run errands, CVS and Walgreens will be open for their regular hours today. Also, 7-Eleven, Wawa, and Buc-ee's will be open 24 hours per usual. To be safe, though, always check your local location's website to see if they have some special holiday hours. If you use Lynx or Sunrail to get around, this is your reminder to plan ahead. Lynx will operate on Sunday hours today and New Year's Day. Sunrail will be closed today and next Wednesday on New Year's Day. If you got a lottery ticket for Christmas, hold on tight to it. Yeah, the Mega Millions jackpot on Friday is expected to be more than $1 billion. That would be a cash prize of more than $516 million. There was no grand prize winner in the Christmas Eve drawing. The lottery said its jackpot soared past $1 billion for the 8th time in 20 years. If someone wins on Friday, it would be the 5th largest in Mega Millions history. Okay, let's be real for a second. Can you imagine buying a scratch off or a lottery ticket to put in someone's stocking and that's the winner? Like, mixed feelings there. Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully whoever you gave it to is gonna, help you out.
I feel entitled to some compensation.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. All right, well, remind me to, if I give you a ticket, talk about that first. Have to have a discussion. All right, let's get outside, Marquise, and talk about the forecast for the rest of the day.
Well, it was tough to heat up today. We had this thick blanket of clouds overhead. In fact, most of us had temperatures that were capped in the upper 60s. The outlier being Sanford. Your high today was 70 degrees, but elsewhere looks like 68 right here in the metro. Orlando, 68 in Kissimmee, St. Cloud, a degree cooler in Winter Haven, 67 was your high this afternoon. And some of us are even back in the 50s already. So today was an outlier in your forecast, but we'll bounce back, if not ahead of our seasonal averages, by tomorrow in the afternoon. Now here's a look at those gray skies, overcast conditions in Daytona where you're back in the lower 60s currently with that breeze from the north, and your relative humidity, that's going to rise hour by hour tonight as we'll draw in the Atlantic moisture. We're cooling down as dew points remain stagnant, and that means we will become very saturated later on this evening. Here's a look at surrounding cities and their current temperatures. We mentioned that some of us are back in the 50s. You got to head out towards Flagler County for that. 57 in Palm Coast, 63 in DeLand, 65 in Claremont, and 66 in Winter Haven. Big picture shows those clouds sticking around tonight with a small chance for a sprinkle of rain. Had a little bit more of an opportunity earlier this afternoon, but all the rain you see here across the western and northern Gulf, that'll get to us over the course of your upcoming weekend. So we got a couple dry days sandwiched in between now and then, but we will see the chance for some fog returning tonight. Temperatures in Daytona, those should stall in the upper 50s with those mostly cloudy skies overhead. You'll start off the day right around 59 at 7 o'clock in the morning. 59 in Orlando, that's a common number here, and you're a touch cooler as you work your way west between Wildwood and Ocala. We've got overnight lows of 53 degrees. As we take a peek at the fog tracker just after midnight, that's when we see the patchy fog settle in, and it becomes much more widespread and dense overnight into the early morning hours just before sunrise tomorrow, where your visibility restrictions could be as low as 1/10 of a mile in Polk County and parts of Osceola. Therefore, I would not be surprised if dense fog advisories will become issued later on tonight. In the afternoon, though, we break free from the fog, of course, but also break free from a few of those clouds. That opens up the door for warmer temperatures, anywhere between 69 and 79 degrees tomorrow, and that's a warming trend that we thankfully carry across the weekend. I'm a little bit biased. I like the warmer weather here in Central Florida. Saturday, you get a high of 79. On Sunday, 78 degrees as we're tracking our next fronts arriving. It's going to slide in from the west. Here you go, pressing play on it right now, pushing towards the south and the east with the precipitation. It'll make for a soggy finish to your Sunday night. We'll break free from the rain, though, on Monday morning, and we're a touch cooler, 76 in the afternoon, warmer on New Year's Eve, and then we have another front sliding in on New Year's Day that'll take your temperatures down into the lower 70s. And here's how the numbers all stack up. Warmer than seasonal through the weekend. We've got one front arriving Sunday night with a good chance for some rain. Another front New Year's Eve that'll take you down from highs of 78 to 73 as we kick off your new year. But don't go anywhere. WESH 2 News continues right after this.
Call Todd Minor Law and let us put everything we learned on the insurance company side to work on your side.
Experts predict 2025 could be a bit easier for those looking to buy a house.
Yeah, more homes are expected to come onto the market, giving buyers more options. Also, mortgage rates are expected to come down by more than 0.5%.
Even a 0.5 percentage point change in mortgage rate could mean about $150 savings in monthly mortgage costs.
There is some not great news. Home prices are not expected to come down anytime soon. The NAR predicts the median existing home could cost around $410,000. But with more homes on the market, buyers can better negotiate on the price and shop around for the best mortgage rate.
All right, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say it's recorded the highest number of whooping cough cases in a decade. 32,000 cases have been reported to the CDC so far this year. That's about 6 times more than there were this time last year. Whooping cough can be serious for all ages, but children younger than 1 are particularly sensitive. Doctors say vaccination is the best way to protect against the contagious respiratory illness.
Next at 5, for 22 years, a woman in Georgia treats decorating Christmas trees like an Olympic sport.
And it's earned her the affectionate nickname, the Crazy Tree Lady.
People that know me are like, oh, I have a tree I don't want anymore. Do you want it? So I'm like, yeah, bring me this tree. I'm the tree rescuer.
Okay, how many Christmas trees she's managed to fit into her home and where it all began.
No shortage of cheer. Plus, bringing comfort and joy to the people of Seminole County. Volunteers stepped up and brought out the spirit of giving to those who need it most. Next on WESH 2 News at 5.
Don't miss the final week of our year-end closeout. Shop now at Toyota Orlando and Toyota of Claremont.
Thank you, Central Florida.
We asked you to share your Christmas, and you answered the call to help our neighbors in need.
Central Florida shows up and makes a difference for Share Your Christmas.
From the food brought to our drop-off sites,
to the money raised by our community partners.
Your donations will help provide more than 2 million meals to local families.
We are all so thankful to join together and make a difference in our community.
Thank you for caring. Thank you for sharing your Christmas.
WESH 2 News continues.
In the words of the great SNL sketch, it's sweater weather. Right now, 5:30, perfect weather to wear those ugly Christmas sweaters you got.
First warning, meteorologist Marquise Mita joins us now. Marquise, things are going to warm up soon. I'm also a little sad you didn't wear an ugly Christmas sweater today, but no, it's okay. You look good.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. I got to break out the red jacket just for Christmas, right? But as we continue to travel across your holiday week, temperatures are warming up. A lot to look forward to here in Central Florida. Just a little bit foggy tonight, so maybe if you got one of those Christmas sweaters with the lights on it, it may be put to use overnight heading into the morning tomorrow. Wetter weather, though. Wetter weather, sweater weather. I see the alliteration there. But wetter weather does return over the course of the weekend, in which we do see another frontal boundary sliding into Central Florida. As we take you outside right now, if you're in Orlando, temperatures are in the mid-60s. Looks like we've got overcast skies and a little bit cooler weather across Daytona. Lower 60s there. And we've seen a couple off and on again sprinkles of rain so far this afternoon. That chance is going to diminish as we travel overnight with slightly cooler temperatures. It will be comfortable as we peak in the upper 50s here inside of the metro. Cloudy skies, though, those will stick around with a chance at some fog on your Christmas week forecast. So that returns as we head into the morning tomorrow. Could be dense at times, so I would not be surprised if there is a dense fog advisory put out, especially along the I-4 corridor. But heading into Thursday and Friday, warmer weather. That's going to be here, upper 70s as we head into the weekend, but we can't stay dry forever. I'll be tracking your next shot at rain coming up in the next 15 minutes.
All right, Marquise. Well, I love this next story. Everyone has their Christmas morning traditions, right? But for some people in Seminole County, they spend their holiday giving back.
Yeah, crews from Meals on Wheels are helping seniors who would otherwise not have anything to eat today. WESH 2's Spencer Tracy shows us the special moments. All right, trying to host holiday celebrations months after a hurricane is weighing heavy on families in North Carolina. The Salvation Army there is working to help families in need after Hurricane Helene. The organization held what they called Emergency Christmas Assistance. They opened their doors and welcomed anyone who lives in Henderson County.
This year, because of Hurricane Helene, just people have other priorities. And some families that we've had to help with have lost completely everything. Like, they don't even have a home to have Christmas in.
Salvation Army said during its regular toy assistance program, they served more than 1,000 children, and 200 families.
King Charles and members of the royal family attended a Christmas Day service today at St. Mary Magdalene's Church. King Charles arrived at the church accompanied by Queen Camilla and his son Prince William, Catherine and their children, Prince George, Prince Charlotte, Prince Louis, and other members of the royal family. The king later gave his annual Christmas message. In it, Charles delivered a much more personal tone than is usual for the royal seasonal messages. He thanked the medics who have cared for him and his daughter-in-law Kate after they underwent treatment for cancer this year. And 5 years after a fire nearly destroyed Notre Dame of Paris, the newly restored cathedral has celebrated its first Christmas Day Mass today. Notre Dame celebrated 4 Masses on Christmas Eve, with the Archbishop leading the midnight Mass. The service today was open to the public. Following that fire in 2019, nearly $1 billion in donations poured in from around the world, a tribute to its worldwide appeal. That had to be a powerful service today.
Lava, meantime, is erupting from Hawaii's Kilauea volcano for the 3rd straight day. The eruption has stayed within Kilauea's summit inside Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, and no homes are threatened as of right now. Scientists expect activity to fluctuate in the coming days. The lava paused Monday afternoon, but fountains reemerged Tuesday morning. The area has been closed to the public since 2007 because of hazards including crater wall instability and rockfalls.
Financial experts say without reform, Social Security benefits will have to be cut by 2033 to keep the program functioning. Experts say taxes on income and benefits are not producing enough cash to keep the program running. While both Democrats and Republicans have affirmed the program will continue to be funded, it's really unclear how Congress would agree to fix the funding deficit.
People are reluctant to acknowledge the need for policy reforms. Will Congress reduce benefits, increase taxes in order to keep Social Security running as it's currently structured? Or will Congress rely on more borrowing?
Other proposals include raising the retirement age, tying initial benefits to inflation, not wages, and reducing the amount paid to wealthier beneficiaries. Economists are warning tariffs could make your holiday shopping more expensive next year.
Christopher Salas talked to small businesses about what they're doing to try and keep prices down. Now, the products the U.S. imports the most from China are radio, TV, and wireless communication equipment, computers, dolls, toys, games, and shoes. All those, of course, could see the biggest impact from tariffs if they do go through.
Video shows the moment when, days before Christmas, a police officer found about 80 Amazon packages abandoned in the woods. You may have heard about this story. The Lakeville, Massachusetts officer was on patrol Sunday night. He saw something strange on the side of the road. When he went to investigate, he found the packages. Now, police say an Amazon driver has come forward saying she abandoned the packages because she was just too stressed.
It's frustrating, you know, but there's a lot more things in life to be more frustrated about. You know, it's stressful times during the holidays, but I really feel bad for whoever it was, you know. I mean, just to dump out all the packages like that.
So Amazon says they're re-delivering the packages and customers can check their accounts for updates.
There's no shortage of holiday spirit in one Georgia woman's home, decorated with 57 Christmas trees.
Yeah, Shasta Rogers takes us on a tour of her festive forest. Where? How? What? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay.
All right. Coming up in some more serious news, a woman in South Florida was left with an empty yard after thieves stole her Christmas decor.
This is terrible. She should get some from the lady there. All right, but the Grinch didn't manage to snatch up any holiday spirit. Who came to the rescue to make sure her holidays were still bright?
Closed captioning is sponsored by Advent Health.
A day of celebration and reunion at Winnie Palmer Hospital. NICU families recently got together with their old doctors and nurses.
WESH 2's Tony Atkins looks into some of the hospital's groundbreaking success in helping some of the smallest preemies thrive. Wonderful story there. All right, a Grinch stole a South Florida woman's Christmas decorations, but a couple of officers stepped up to brighten her holidays. Just days before Thanksgiving in Boynton Beach, Marie Bracey says someone stole her big light-up Christmas ornaments right from her yard. That's when Boynton Beach officers showed up. What happened next was caught on their body cameras.
It's Officer Cox and Officer Copini again. I just want to come check on and see if everything's going all right for you guys. So I got a little something for you, right? I got you a little gift. What? It's probably not going to be as nice as the ones you had, but I couldn't let you go the whole holiday season without your decoration.
Well, then wonderful. The officers brought her a brand new snowman. Now Marie says whenever she looks in her yard at her new decoration, she thinks of them.
All right. Lots of people tonight might be cuddled up around the fire, but take a live look at Blue Springs State Park in Volusia County. All day long, we've seen tons of manatees staying warm in the water there, which might be cold to us.
Yeah.
But it's nice and warm for them.
Always wonderful to see them all cuddled up. And it was kind of a nice day to just sort of stay inside, cuddling maybe with those new blankets if anybody got one.
Yes,
it's just kind of gloomy out there.
Yeah,
I feel like the gloomy weather makes me want to just stay indoors. But interesting fact, the water temperatures today and the actual temperature reading, they're nearly identical. Water temperatures this time of year, those are in the upper 60s. Today, most of us did not make it back into the 70s. But I got something for you. You know how everybody forgets like the days after Christmas and in between New Year's? Well, we've got it up there for you right now. I like that, no man's land. We are warming up as we travel through no man's land. 77 for your high tomorrow, 78 on Friday, 79 on Saturday. So we're coming really close to the 80s as we move across your upcoming weekend. But temperatures start to tumble a little bit further south on Sunday into the start of your brand new work week. We'll have our next frontal boundary swinging across Central Florida on Sunday evening, and that's why we have a 60% shot at showers as the weekend comes to an end. Cooler on Monday, warmer on New Year's Eve, and then we have another front decreasing your temperatures and increasing a shots at rain again on Tuesday, heading into New Year's Day. Out the door right now into various, well, it looks like Santa Claus, Mr. and Mrs. Claus are still dancing about as the sun gets ready to set. Temperatures, those are back in the mid-60s with mostly cloudy skies, and we do still see that consistent northerly wind flow, which is aided in keeping temperatures cool today. Elsewhere, we're back in the low 60s in DeLand, Daytona Beach, upper 50s in Palm Coast, mid-60s as you swing across I-4, 64 in Sanford, 66 in Orlando, and you share that same number with Winter Haven. The big picture for today called for cloudy skies and a couple off and on again showers. We'll get a much better chance at rain, though, as we wrap up your weekend on Sunday with our next area of low pressure taking its time to swing across the Gulf Coast, and we'll see that 60% shots at rain Sunday coming up, but we got a great shot at some foggy weather tonight. Temperatures cool off into the middle of the 60s if you are in Leesburg, and just right around 5 o'clock, that's when we have the dense opportunity for fog to return to Central Florida. Morning temperatures, though, the lows, those will range between 52 and 64 degrees, and here's a look at our fog tracker. We see the first few chances for fog coming in off the shores of the Atlantic, crawling in from the north and the east, pushing towards the south and the west, and it's right around 5, 6, 7 o'clock that we're likely to see the most dense fog between I-75 and I-4. So from Winter Haven through Claremont, Leesburg, your visibility, it's likely to be restricted down to less than a mile. So something to keep in the forefront of your mind as you start traveling out the door early on Thursday morning. But in the afternoon with more sunshine, temperatures are a touch warmer tomorrow. We're back in the upper 70s or perhaps even the lower 80s if you are in Winter Haven. Heading into the weekend, we're still hanging around the upper 70s on Saturday and Sunday. 79 degrees on Saturday. Better chance for showers, though, on Sunday, and that's courtesy of this next front moving in. It's a Sunday evening ordeal, which we're tracking the rain, and that'll push out by Monday morning. Heading into New Year's, though, mostly sunny skies are back in the afternoon Monday. New Year's Eve, another front arrives. There's less rain than the one that I just showed you, but temperatures will be cooler after its passage. We'll dip down into the low 70s on New Year's Day. But before we get there, we've got a warm weekend ahead of us. Look to see temperatures peak in the upper 70s on Saturday and Sunday.
Next at 5, a look at our favorite holiday traditions.
But first, a holiday message from our troops.
Hello, I'm Trainee Rivera Montage. I'm currently at the U.S. Air Force Basic Military Training at Lackland, Texas. I'm from Palm Coast, Florida. I want to wish everyone at home happy holidays, and I can't wait to see you guys at graduation. I love my family, and I love you, Mom. Love you, my sister. I'll see you guys soon.
Hi, my name is Captain Velasquez from G8. I'm from Kissimmee, Florida. I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, my name is Jordan Wanzikowski. I'm currently at JBSA Lackland Air Force Base during basic military training. I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody back at home in Titusville, Florida. My mom, my dad, my wife's in Colorado Springs, but she'll see this too. I wish everybody happy holidays, and I'll see y'all at graduation.
Going everywhere news breaks, bringing you right to the story. With complete coverage at 6 p.m. Summer Knowles, Stuart Moore, First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi, WESH 2 News at 6. Local, live, late breaking. The WESH 2 Tower Cam Network is sponsored by Headquarter Hyundai.
Skip the hassle. Head to the headquarters to find what you're looking for. Headquarter Hyundai, off I-4 in Lake Mary, headquarterhyundai.com.
Your live eye in the sky, covering breaking news in Central Florida. This is Chopper 2, and it's only on WESH 2 News. Local, live, late breaking.
Today, people all across the world are celebrating traditions near and dear to their hearts.
Right, and that includes us. So we were asked to share some of our favorite traditions, and so we're doing it. We're going to put this video on the air. So I'm Cuban, Jesse's Puerto Rican, and in our culture, a really popular tradition is to roast a pig for the holidays. And we did just that this past weekend. Take a look.
With the song too and everything.
Yeah, as you can see, the festivities also involve some dancing. Which we did. Oh, there we are, Jesse, doing the things.
I can't believe I'm putting myself doing salsa dancing on TV, which I don't. Yo no bailo salsa bien.
And there's like a hachina right there. That's the box that the big lechon, the big pig, goes in for roasting some members of my beautiful family. So yeah, there's a little bit of our holiday tradition. It was fun to share.
It was fun to share. It's funny because, you know, like you said, you're Cuban, I'm Puerto Rican. So these are things we have been doing all our lives separately.
Yeah,
so it was nice to bring them together this year. Why not?
It's never really been news before, but here it is.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, we are following several stories for you tonight at 6.
First, you might need a jacket tonight, but not for very long. First Warning meteorologist Marquise Mino looks at how warm it's set to get in the coming days.
Plus, a man shot by police after officers say he turned on his wife with a gun. Just a terrible story. What investigators say led up to those tense moments on Christmas morning.
But then from cars on the beach to getting trapped in a convenience store, we look back at some of the most attention-grabbing headlines from 2024. Next on WESH 2 News at 6.
Closed captioning is sponsored by New South Window Solutions.